Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to this broadcast where I've been going over Brother James's book on the book of Genesis from the Christ Honoring Commentary series. And we're going through day by day. This is a devotional type book on the book of Genesis where we go daily through the book of Genesis and pick out certain things Brother James has picked out from these verses. And so today we've reached January 4th, and we're going to be reading Genesis 1:14 today for this fourth day of January. And you can go back and read the entirety of Genesis chapter 1 along with the entirety of the Bible, and I encourage you to get into your own Bible reading and study on these passages here and these topics. And this is just a little outline here for you to get you started and to do your own Bible study and to look into it deeper and further. So let's get started here. And again, this is from the book of Genesis. This is the cover to it. And this book is no longer in print, but I'm sure you could get a transcript of it if you go to the church website, which I'll give you that information at the end of the broadcast, Lord willing. So that's from this book, the book of Genesis by James W. Knox. And today is January 4th. And today we're going to be reading Genesis 1:14. It says, "And God said, Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night." Genesis 1:14. And Brother James writes here, "With this verse we reach the fourth day. If we divide the 6 days into 2 parts of 3 days each, we shall see that there is a correspondence in the 2 sections. Each of the sections deals with number 1, light, 2, water, 3, dry land." Again, that's light, water, and dry land. 3 sections there. And he continues on and writes, "Because of this, some commentators have suggested that with the 4th day, we return to the point at which verse 3 begins and pass over the same ground again from another viewpoint and in greater detail. Such a view is incorrect, as it would rule out the interpretation of the days as literal periods of creation. Actually, what we have is the restoration of that which verse 2 describes as void and without form. The record of the first 3 days refers to the heaven and earth receiving their form, and the record of the last 3 days refers to the filling up of their emptiness. An outline will show this clearly." So here's an outline. First day, have light. Second day, air. Third day, land. Fourth day, lights. Fifth day, fowls. Sixth day, animals, man. So again, the outline for those that like to take notes. The first day is light. Second day is air. Third day is land. Fourth day is lights. Fifth day is fowls. And sixth day is animals and man. Thus, the first and 4th days correspond, the second and 5th, and the 3rd and 6th. First comes form, and then fullness. The key to all is the prominence given to the triune God. Each cycle begins with the Lord in heaven and works its way downward to the earth. And the reference is James 1:17. In verse 4 of Genesis chapter 1, we have light from the throne. In verse 6, this light breaks up the waters of the first great flood. And that's 2 Peter 3:4-6 for the reference. And continuing on the second page here, in verses 9-13, the work of the prior days makes life on earth possible. Again, in verse 15, we read of lights in the heaven. In verse 20, we learn that the flying and the creeping things originate in the water. And finally, we see God forming man of the dust of the ground. Man is indeed the crown of creation, but only because the Creator has set him so. That's right. And then he has these extra things down here. It says 1:9, verse 1, chapter 1, verse 9 says, "The earth weighs 6.6 to the 20th tons. This is the same as the number of atoms in a drop of water." That's interesting. Genesis is quoted or referred to 60 times in the New Testament. along with the book of the law, of which it forms a part. Genesis is ascribed to Moses. And here's the references: Mark 12:26, Luke 2:22, John 7:23, Acts 13:39, 15:5, 28:30, 1 Corinthians 9:9, and Hebrews 10:28. So that is the end of today's topic. And tomorrow we'll cover Genesis 1:27 for the 5th day of January. So I hope you'll join me tomorrow for that. And this is available to watch on the YouTube channel, and I'll be posting it up on the Facebook channel, so you can, for those of you that watch the live stream for the other broadcast for the Baptist Bread, can check out this pre-recorded broadcast each day on the YouTube channel by going to Ambassador for Christ Broadcasting, or typing in Baptist Bread Broadcast and look me up that way, and like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when I'm posting these up. So hope you'll join me tomorrow for January 5th from the book of Genesis, part of the Christ Honoring Commentary series by Brother James W. Knox. Amen. So Lord willing, see ya all next time. Bye-bye for now.